so me not like African people. Because they don't like African people.
Why?
African people believe in a wobia.
Believe in what?
Wobia.
What's wobia?
You don't know wobia? I give you a big foot. And then African people, when you eat susumba, then tell us say you work wobia. Then they like people eat susumba.
What is susumba? No.
Yeah. You know?
Okay, and then?
Yeah, that's why I mean like nobody. And they love take away people man.
We love what?
Take away people man. The Nigerian sure they want to take away people the man. The helper take away the wife man and them all.
Really?
Yeah, they love take away people man.
All of them?
Yeah.
All of them?
No, I don't know. No, I don't know.
Wow. Anything else? No, you don't want to visit Africa? Do you want to visit Africa?
No, I don't want to go Africa. I'm dead for English.
What? Why?
I pay from in the Africa and gone. And you see through me bad? Bad people can't go Africa.
What?
Yeah, bad people can't go Africa. I'm bad.
You're bad?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm be them because they love lick too much. Yeah, I want to love lick. I'm going to bite off on the finger.
Who loves liquor too much?
Africa love box.
African?
Yeah, they love box.
What is box? What is liquor and box? What is box? Ma'am, excuse me please. What did you say? What is box? What is box? She said you love box. What is box? Sorry? Yeah. She said she doesn't want to help us to eat. Oh, what did she just say? Just after I met people who really love Africa, I have to meet people who really don't want anything to do with Africa. That's shocking. Did I hear them correctly? Am I confused? I heard them correctly? What? What is this? Are you for reals?
First of all, before saying anything, I think the woman should just visit Africa for around 3 months, because the things that she is saying, it is not what majorly happens in Africa. I mean, those are things which are so superficial. Those things don't happen in Africa. In Africa, we have other problems which are not those ones. If I remember very well, I highlighted everything that she says. She talked about witchcraft. She talked about Africans eat turkey berries and hate people who don't eat. She also talked about they love taking people's men. Ha ha ha. She also talked about African love liquor too much. So if you listen to everything that she's trying to say, these are things which are so superficial, so superficial about making you hate Africa. So this is the commentary that I tried to did. I wrote it down and to make me stick to the points that I want to talk about. So first of all, African lady, the Jamaican lady should know this. Witchcraft is not a common practice amongst Africans. She needs to know that. And it is unfair to label our whole continent as such. Yes, Africa has 54 countries. I understand we have some aspect of witchcraft. This is not something which entirely happens in Africa alone. Witchcraft also happens in European countries. We have white witches, and this is something which is everywhere, even in Jamaica. So I feel like this is something which is so superficial. Okay, let us give it a context a little bit. Witchcraft is a term that has been used to demonize and oppress people who practice different religions or traditions, especially in colonial times. There are many diverse and rich cultures and beliefs in Africa, and they should be respected and celebrated, not feared or hated. Africa, we have witchcraft, we have witch doctors, we have witch medicines. These are things which helped us before the white man's civilization, going to the hospital and everything. So this is not something that should be used against Africa, that we love witchcraft. And I believe that this is perpetrated by Nigerian movies that I also used to watch while I was a kid. Like people flying, a person going to the witch doctor, and then they kill a person, Growing as a child, I remember this woman called Patient Zoko. She was always on the bad side. Every time she was always on the bad side. And If you come to look at the life of Patient Zoko, like in person, she's saved. She's somebody who is quiet. She doesn't. I mean, that's just acting, you know. And what happens in movies, especially the Nigerian movies that we used to watch, doesn't represent what people think of, Africa and witchcraft. Witchcraft is something which is also in happened in European countries. Try find the history of witchcraft, you know, during the pre-colonial times in European countries, where witches were taken to be evil. We had bad witches and we had good witches. Good witches were taken to be um, white witches were taken to be good. Black witches were taken to be bad, and you can see an aspect of racism also there. That's another context that I don't want to talk about. Secondly, what the sister talks about the turkey berries. The sister talked about the turkey berries. She should know this. Turkey berries are not typical food for Africans, and they are not harmful or poisonous. Turkey berries are a type of spiny flowering shrub that produces small green berries that can be used for various culinary and medicinal purposes. Now you know. Turkey berries can be used as a medicine and it has health benefits. It has a lot of health benefits. Um, it can be used for medicinal purposes. They are rich protein, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. They are also used to treat anemia, diabetes, inflammation, and infections. Turkey berries are native to Central and South America, but they are spread to other parts of the world, including Africa, Asia, and the Pacific Island. They are eaten in some countries such as Jamaica, India, Thailand, and Malaysia, where they are considered a delicacy. It's funny that turkey berries is being eaten also in Jamaica. I don't know why. Jamaicans who are watching this video, tell me what you think in the comment section. Another thing that I'll also say, thirdly, Africans do not love taking people's men, and they do not love liquor too much. There are generalizations that are based on prejudice and ignorance. Africans are not homogeneous group, and they have different personalities, just like any other nation. Preferences and lifestyle. Some Africans may drink alcohol and some may not. Some Africans may be faithful. Other groups of people. It is wrong to judge or stereotype someone based on their race, ethnicity, and nationality. So let's just talk about this liquor thing. People drink liquor everywhere. Even in Jamaica, people take liquor. I'm sure if you take the rate in which people take liquor in Jamaica, it's even much more than other African countries. So the issue of people taking liquor, those are just minor things. I mean, people take liquor differently. We have people be it in Europe, be it in Africa, be it in Asia. People take liquor differently, depends in a person's personality. You understand that? A message to my Jamaican brothers and sisters. I know the woman, she's not representing the true picture of what Jamaicans think about Africans. She doesn't. I think at this point you all know that she doesn't represent what Africans think about Jamaicans. So with that being said, I know that we love each other. Personally, I love Jamaicans. Uh, I know Bob Marley, and he has played a great role about civilization, the black movements, human rights. He's been an activist. He comes from Jamaica. I love Jamaicans personally, So what the sister tried to say about Africans, that's not a true representation of what Jamaicans think of Africans. Remember, we are one people. At one point, we used to be at one place, which is in Africa. So, all I could ever see, I also want to see Jamaicans coming back to Africa, tracing their roots in Africa. We have a lot of similarities, and our African culture, generally, which is being seen across the world. Talk about the African music, African culture, is also incorporated with people in the African diaspora. Black Americans, Caribbeans, Jamaicans, people who are around Haitians, we share a lot of these similarities. I don't think the sister represent what all Jamaicans think about Africans. So guys, tell me what you think in the comment section. If you're watching this video for the first time, consider subscribing to my channel. On my way to 3K subs, I hope you help me reach there. I'll really appreciate. Until then, peace, love, and harmony. Salute.